If you overthink conversations, replaying what you said, what they meant, what you should have said, people often tell you to stop thinking so much. But psychology suggests something different. This habit isn't a flaw. It's a sign of depth. It means your mind is tuned to nuance, meaning, and connection. When guided gently, overthinking conversations can reveal real strengths that many people don't have. Let's talk about the 5 strengths hiding inside this misunderstood trait. You have heightened social awareness. Psychology shows that people who reflect deeply on conversations tend to be more socially perceptive. You notice tone shifts, pauses, facial expressions, and what's not said. While others hear words, you sense context. For example, you might replay a conversation and realize they laughed, but their eyes didn't. Or they changed the subject when I mentioned that. This isn't insecurity. It's sensitivity to social signals. Reframed positively, this means you're good at reading rooms, adapting your communication, and understanding people beyond surface talk. You care deeply about impact, not just intention. Research indicates that people who analyze conversations often care about how their words land, not just what they meant to say. You might think, did that come across as dismissive? Or, I hope they didn't feel ignored. That concern reflects empathy. It means you value emotional safety and respect. In everyday life, this shows up as thoughtful follow-ups, sincere apologies when needed, and a genuine effort to make others feel heard. When balanced, this strength makes you a trustworthy communicator, someone people feel safe opening up to. You're wired for growth and self-improvement. Overthinking conversations is often the mind's way of learning. Psychology suggests reflective thinkers naturally review experiences to improve future outcomes. When you replay a conversation, you're not just criticizing yourself, you're updating your internal playbook. Next time, I'll pause before responding. I'll ask a clarifying question. That's growth. Many people repeat the same social mistakes without noticing. You don't. Reframed, your overthinking is practice. It's how you refine your voice and become more intentional over time. You have strong emotional intelligence. Studies on emotional intelligence show that people who process social interactions deeply tend to have higher emotional awareness. You can identify subtle feelings, yours and others. You might realize hours later, I felt small when they said that, or I think they were nervous, not rude. This clarity allows you to respond wisely rather than react impulsively. In relationships, this strength helps you de-escalate tension, choose compassion, and communicate with care. Emotional intelligence isn't loud. It's quiet, observant, and thoughtful, just like you. You value connection over performance. At the core, overthinking conversations often comes from wanting real connection, not just smooth talk. Psychology points out that people who value belonging and authenticity tend to reflect more on interactions. You're not trying to win conversations. You're trying to understand them. You want meaning, alignment, and mutual respect. That's why shallow exchanges feel unsatisfying to you. Reframed positively, this means you're built for deep friendships, honest conversations, and long-term bonds, connections that actually last. Now, there's an important balance to mention. Overthinking becomes heavy when it turns into self-attack instead of self-understanding. The strength here isn't in judging yourself. It's in gently noticing patterns and choosing kindness. You can ask, what did I learn? Instead of what's wrong with me. That small shift protects your mental health while keeping your insight. So if you overthink conversations, let this land. You're not broken, awkward, or too much. You're observant. You're empathetic. You're growing. With awareness and self-compassion, this trait becomes a quiet superpower, one that helps you connect more deeply in a world that often schemes the surface. If this resonated, take a breath and give yourself some credit. And if you want more calm, validating psychology insights about personality traits you rarely hear praised, subscribe to the channel. You're not alone in how your mind works, and understanding it can change everything.